Greetings, Libra, Libra Sun, Libra Rising, and Libra Moon. Welcome to your Tarot Video Scope 14 by Amma. Please make sure that you listen for the video for your rising sign and for your moon sign, because sometimes your messages could make better sense to you through your moon sign or through your rising sign. These are general readings. For those of you who are interested to get a private consultation with me, please visit the website www.ammalightworker.com and email me at ammalightworker@gmail.com. For those of you who would like to know more, I have already uploaded a whole new video with additional information for you from the Akashic Records. And that video is available for download and purchase for those of you who are interested in the link in the description box down here below. I also have one more announcement. We are in the post-eclipses phase, so to speak. This year, we had a set of eclipses in February, but we also had more eclipses in August. Every eclipse has a tendency to influence your life for 6 months, and we are still under the influences of these eclipses. So an energy clearing would be useful. So for that reason, I created a 3-deal package, 3 energy clearing sessions for $40. So basically you pay only $1 for 1 session, which is a huge discount from my usual price. This offer is offered to you for the month of November only. There is a link posted down here below for those of you who are interested to purchase the package deal, or email me directly, ammalightworker@gmail.com. From the day of purchase, you have basically 7 weeks for these energy clearings to be rendered to you. You have a choice of deciding whether you want your energy cleared every week or bi-weekly. With that being said, I'm now going to focus on this reading for you, and always remember to like, share, subscribe, and thumbs up. The general feelings that I'm picking up for you, Libra, have to do with you trying to find the way, solving issues. Also focusing on what your inner wisdom and what your intuition is telling you. I get a sense that for some of you, a financial situation will become a little bit more easy, okay? I get a sense of suddenly either your career or your life goes in a different direction that will prove to be lucky for you. You also have to take it a little bit easy, because either you're going to be feeling overwhelmed or tired. And I also get a sense that you are also going to have an occasion to celebrate something, to dance. You are also going to find a way to also connect to your inner joy. The first card that showed up for you is the Hermit. This is the card. The meaning of the card is one of your highest spiritual guides is showing up in this reading to lead the way for you. You could show up for others to lead the way for them. It represents soul searching, seeking, finding, completing, perfecting, and problem solving. There's a lot of things that you are trying to communicate better. You'll be trying to get along better with a family member, a coworker, your audience, if you happen to have followers and an audience. Maybe you are trying to get along better in a relationship or in a marriage that you may have. Sometimes you don't understand your own reaction. Sometimes you feel that you need to have a better emotional reaction over everything that is happening. But you also must learn to rely upon your instinct, upon your gut feeling. Many of you Libras are going to feel a need to communicate with your loved ones on the other side. Many of you are going to be guided to get a psychic reading, a spiritual or an intuitive reading. I get a sense that a lot of you are also going to, whatever you be dealing with that you seek answers, you are also going to look into spirituality, like also getting some kind of intuitive answers. Maybe you're going to hire readers or psychic or things of that nature. If there is something that you are trying to express, or maybe something that you did that maybe you are not so proud of, or maybe you kept it in the dark, it feels like too big of a burden for you to carry around anymore. There's something that you need to say to another person to get it off your chest. Maybe you just want to blow off some steam, or maybe is it because you could easily become overwhelmed. You also attract people who finally are ready to tell you something that maybe you were kept in the dark about it. You had no idea. This could be a person who is very close to you. You either work together daily, so this affects the work. You live in the same house, so this affects the harmony of you living in the house. This could be somebody that you are married to, so it affects the marriage, or this could be someone that you are in a relationship with, or maybe you are looking forward, okay, to be in a relationship with this person. Anything that you be writing, anything that you be saying, pay attention and choose your words carefully, okay? Because either the message is going to come out differently, that's not what you meant to say or to write, or it could easily be misinterpreted. Anything that you, on the other hand, may be reading, that you are trying to understand or to comprehend, make sure that you truly understand before you decide what you're going to say to reply or how emotionally you are going to react. Some of you have to deal with the possibility of going to court. I'm not saying that you're going to go to court, but definitely you are exploring your options, okay? And one of those could also be for you to consider the legal repercussion, the legal situation, the legal aspect to it, or the possibility of going to court. That's the case for some of you. So whatever situation you'll be presented with, make sure that you carefully examine each and every possibility or solution, okay? Careful, examine everything being presented to you. The next card that you have is the King of Pentacles. If the King of Pentacles represents a person, usually it represents a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. This could be the sun sign or the rising sign or the moon sign. And this also be you if you happen to have your moon sign or your rising sign in Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. It represents somebody, and because this is a general reading, please don't pay attention to the gender here. This is the King of Pentacles, but it represents a man or a woman. It represents somebody who has a very calm demeanor about them, very proud, self-reliant, stays in charge. They don't usually take a risk. They seem to be very quiet, but when they talk, they seem to captivate an audience with their stories. This is somebody who sacrifices to provide for the people that he or she is responsible for, sticks by its people, and doesn't accept embarrassment. I have a sense that there is some money involved, that in some ways you still don't have access to it. Either it has to go through a third party until it reaches you, okay? It's stuck in some kind of transaction, and it's not going in either end, the receiver or the sending party. It could also be about the prospect and the possibility of you coming into some money. They are talking about the possibility and the prospect of you getting a promotion, some kind of a big purchase, okay? Big purchase, could be a property, could be a business, could be a car, or renting something out to make money. You'll be thinking of renting a property that you have for money, or a home, or it could be something in regards to you moving, because that's going to be better in some ways. Maybe you're going to move closer to work. Maybe you're going to move closer to a family member. I get the sense that for some of you Libras, not for everybody, but for some of you, There's a sense that a move could facilitate a circumstance in your life. I get a sense that some of you need to present some kind of a document, proof, receipts, in order for this money to either be available to you, or if you are trying to send money, you need to make sure that the information of the sender is going to be corrected, because it may be it could bounce back, or it could be sent back to you. I have a sense that some of you will be hiring somebody. Okay, here's the money. Okay, and I'm going to hire you to do this, or to do that. Because I have a sense that for some of you Libras, maybe because you're going to feel overwhelmed, you're going to find it much easier to throw some money at the problem. Let somebody else do it for you, and you pay for the service or whatever it is that you be paying for. Because I have a sense that some of you have either you don't have enough time, or you just had for about enough. You just had it. That's the sense that I get for some of you. However, do be careful of the tendency of overspending, particularly if you're going out shopping when you feel overwhelmed. The next card that you have is the Ten of Swords. To me, it means feeling beat to death. Feeling beat to death, you explored a certain idea, a certain goal, a certain project, and maybe it's not wise for you to make the same mistake again. It also means the death of an idea or the death of a project, affliction, pain, loss. Sometimes it also means death, but not always. I have a sense that some of you could have a tendency to overdo it. So if you are invited to an event, there is some kind of celebration, party, wedding, some other kind of event, you have a tendency to overdo it. Pay attention with drinking, especially if it happens to be around the days of the full moon. I also get a circumstance where everything it needs to be put together in a certain amount of time. It has a deadline, or a deadline to something is approaching, and you may need to fly and do things. Like you need to do a lot of things in a short amount of time. Therefore, you'll be feeling overwhelmed or tired. I get a sense that some of you are getting ready to make something transform. You could be ready to get it, maybe you're going to remodel your home. Maybe you're getting ready to do some changes to the way how you do your work. Maybe you are getting ready to transform your body in some ways, okay? Botox, plastic surgery, exercise, weight loss, and maybe that requires a lot of effort from your side, something that you are going to be doing. I get a sense that you know that it's good, okay? But at the same time, you also know that it requires a lot of work on your part. Maybe you're trying to go back to school again, and you know that that's good, but maybe that requires a lot of effort. For some of you, I get a sense of you either doing work with a team of people, feeling part of a team, working for a team, okay, or exercising with a team. I also get a sense of a case study that some of you be working at, a group study, or taking classes, courses, and webinar. I have a sense that you'll be hearing of the sudden passing of someone. This could be a relative of your co-workers. This could be somebody else that you'll be hearing. I don't get a sense that this person is very close to you, but for some of you, you may attend a wake or a funeral, because as I said, it could be a relative of somebody that maybe you care for. For some of you, I get a sense that when it comes to how to handle a situation with a person, it is about a person, how to handle them. I get a sense that you have to be very careful, because whatever methods you have tried in the past, maybe they haven't worked. Maybe they don't listen to you. Could be one of your children, could be somebody else. And I get a sense that now you have to try something new so you can make your point across, because either this child is not obeying, they don't listen, or could be another person with whom you don't really know how to get along, or whatever you're telling them is like they don't seem to comprehend. Okay, so I have a sense that maybe you need to explore some other new methods in order for you to kind of have this healthy barrier between you and this other person that allows you to communicate effectively, lovingly, but also firm. For some of you, I get a sense for some reason they're showing me a fence around your property. Something show up to be fixed with a fence around your property. You'll be doing a lot of work in your garden if you have a garden, in your porch. I get a lot of work done around your home or your property. The next card that you have is the Ten of Hearts, and this is Constance, the dancer at the temple. The meaning of the card is success in the material realm, so success in terms of material possessions, wealth, but it also represents success in the moral realm. So the key word for this month for you is perseverance. If you choose to be to persevere, okay, to be persistent with whatever goal you have, that is going to be rewarding. So if work is your goal and you persevere, it's going to be rewarding. If weight loss is your goal and you're going to persevere, that's going to be rewarded. If going out there and having fun and that's your goal and you persevere, okay, you stick to it, that's what's going to happen. So even though throughout this process, okay, you deal with a lot of uncertainties, I still get the sense that perseverance will be rewarding. You are going to have a sense of purpose, okay? Even when things are not simple and clear, even when things are uncertain, you are still going to have a certain sense of purpose. And also, you have to understand where is it that you need to be firm with your words and with your actions, and where is it that maybe you need to be a little bit more flexible with your time, with your words, changing your mind where is appropriate. So you also have to have the ability to adapt to whatever situations, because if you do not adapt, you are going to create room to be set back. So go with take one day at a time. Go with the wave, so to speak. They're talking about the nature of your soul. Okay, that everybody wants to find love. You want to have these lovely interactions with other people. You want to create a lovely life for yourself, but also you have to understand that the sacred nature of your soul rests upon this inner temple, and you also have to make sure that the foundation of this inner temple of your soul is solid. So in other words, make sure that you are distinguishing between the illusions being presented to you and the truth, that you don't just take a chance on something that it is an illusion. Could be a relationship that they're talking about, could be a business deal going wrong. So make sure that you check in with your loved ones, because they're going to keep you grounded in reality. Nothing has to be as perfect as it seems, but nothing has to be as bad as it seems. Some of you are going to have some kind of a gathering or an event. You could be organizing this gathering, this event. You'll be going out to dance. You'll be taking an acting class. You'll be taking a dancing course. You could be invited to participate in some kind of a place that is fancy, a fancy restaurant. Could be an engagement party, could be a birthday party, could be a wedding, could be a show that you are going to go to see. I also get something like going out to visit museums, festivals, could be some kind of a festivities that maybe you just walk by in the street and there's some kind of a concert, free concert in the street or festival. I get a sense also of some kind of a cultural event that you'll be attending, and I get a sense that maybe you are going to be very much captivated by somebody's appearance. There's a little bit of flirtation. That's the sense that I get, but surely somebody is going to impress you very much in November. That doesn't have to necessarily be in a sexual way, but I get the sense that somebody's going to impress you in November. I hope that this is making sense to you. Do leave me a comment down here below. And if you'd like to know more, I have already uploaded a whole new reading for you, and it's available through Vimeo for download and purchase. If you are interested, the link to the Vimeo videos is down here below in the show more description box. Also, you're going to find the information for the offer 3 energy clearing sessions for $50, which is available only throughout the month of November. Go to the website www.amalightworker.com if you'd like to book a session with me. Email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I will connect with you in the next videos. Bye.